Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special quick just episode for you. It's Black History Month. Not too many of your outlets are going to cover Black history because you know what? It's just not. It's not feasible and it's not fundable. But guess what? Here we care about the Blacks. Here, hashtag in front of the Blacks. So we decided to come up with 433. 11 of great Black soccer players over the history that we've seen. So we're going to start off in goal. My goalkeeper is Dida. Who's your goalkeeper?
My goalkeeper is Shaka Hislop because a nigga can't be named Shaka and not be black as fuck.
What a legend Shaka Hislop is. I picked Dida mainly because the only person that has the greatest parts besides Dida is Nas. And that's the simple fact.
That's an elite part, man. That's an elite part. That's not to be fucked with.
Right back is going to go to a Afro Brazilian, Dani Alves. If you just look at Dani Alves, he just looks like he's on pure cocaine every single time he plays. And that's it.
I'm going with Stefan Lichtsteiner because, hear me out, man. Hear me out. I know he a cracker and shit. It reminds me a lot of those black when Swiss Albanian, Xhaka, and what's the other one? The midget at Liverpool, Shaqiri. They were doing that Albanian eagle celebration.
Yeah,
and Lichtsteiner is not Albanian, has no clue what that is. And joined them like, oh, gang signs, nigga. Like, that's some real blabbity black shit. So he's my right back.
So my two center backs are going to be Eric Bailly. If you've never seen Eric Bailly play football before, Eric Bailly plays like he literally just left Ivory Coast like that morning. Like
war.
Like he's just zero, just Eric Bailly, just Eric Bailly.
Like he plays like he has a machete in his shorts, man.
Yeah, he does. He does. My other center back is going to be William Gallas. Gallas is what we would call a dickhead. He literally wore vapors, which are meant for wingers, pacey players and dribblers, and number 10. And then he also told Chelsea that if you don't let me go, I'm going to score own goals every single time. And he knew they couldn't drop him. Elite dickhead. That's just what he is.
That's some elite blackness right there. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
My center backs are Efe Soje and Oguchi Onyewu. Like, I've gone full Nigerian. Efe Soje used to play full games with a durag.
And he's in jail now, by the way, because he was
really?
Yeah, he's
really?
He's in jail. He's in jail because he did fraud. I mean, anyone who wears a durag at the World Cup, the highest level of our sport, is a criminal. On God. Agreed, Greg.
I'm not surprised, And the other one was Oguchi Onyewu because one, like Shaka Hislop, he has a very extremely black name.
Yeah.
And two, he's the one guy that actually got in a beef with Zlatan and kind of won it. Yeah. Then he break one of Zlatan.
Yeah, he basically broke his
ribs or some shit.
Yeah, he broke his ribs.
So shout out him, Black Power.
Yeah. My left back is the OG, the legend, the greatest Man United left back of all time, Patrice Evra. Not because of the way he played, because he's a really good player, but because in 2010 in France when they went to the World Cup, he basically made the coach read out a ransom note like the coach was a criminal. I mean, a hostage, sorry. And 2010 World Cup by far is the funniest World Cup ever. I mean, everyone was making jokes by accident. It was just so funny.
He went fully Idi Amin, but I'm actually going to put a right-footed player at my left back, and I'm going to go with Kolo Toure. Because this man is supposed to be some sort of devout, likable man, and he told a woman that his name was he was a car salesman named Francois, and she took a picture of him in the shower, and that shit made the sun. That's some peak embarrassing shit, but he's in my Black Excellence XI. Necessary, very necessary.
Okay, so my midfield three, I'm going to give you Seedorf because he's just great. I mean, I don't know what else you could say.
The GOAT.
Seedorf is the greatest center midfielder of all time. Argue with your mom and dad. My other center midfielder is going to be Yaya Toure because Yaya Toure refused to drink after Man City won the league. He then got arrested for drinking and driving. He's Muslim, by the way. And my other center midfielder, he plays right back, but we need social justice in our team, so we decided to put Kieran Trippier, aka Sean King.
Hey!
Yeah.
Wow. Talcum X in the XI. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Here's my midfield three. I got N'Golo Kante because he's good. And two, he represents what every African child is like before you leave home. Yeah. When you leave home, that's when you become an asshole.
And you grow locks.
You're a good boy like N'Golo Kante. You have the haircut, you go to the Musk, you do all that shit. And my final member of my midfield is Jeremy Njita. Because, I mean, come on, man. Syllables, baby. Syllables. All syllables in Njita. That's an elite name for an elite player. Play that Chelsea, play that Real Madrid.
If you guys have not been watching football for a long time, Jeremy was also part of the Cameroon team that wore that one-piece uniform that literally just looked like they were painted on.
This dude was out here. He was out here double cheeked up on a Tuesday.
In AFCON.
Man, crazy.
Oh,
who you got at 9?
Well, I'm gonna give you 3 9s because they are all legends. Eto'o, greatest African of all time. And Eto'o has been robbing white people since he started.
Reparations father.
that's all he is.
He took Cameroonian presidents.
The other one is another reparations father. I mean, this guy is just a pure scam artist. He's not even Togolese. He's Yoruba, and he's going around claiming he's Togolese. Emmanuel Adebayo. Like, Adebayo, you're Yoruba. What are you calling yourself? You're Yoruba. Stop it. And Adebayo's played for everybody in the world, and he still hasn't won any trophies. Just a legend.
Incredible.
And you know how good Adebayo was? He is dark as night, and he still got to play for Real Madrid. That's how good he was. Like
that's incredible because we all know Florentino does not like the niggas.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how. I'm still waiting for him to shoot Vinicius Jr. one day. Yeah. Just come out on the field and shoot that nigga.
Yeah. And my last player, one of the most underrated strikers of all time. He's a Muslim legend. He also was part of the 2010 France World Cup squad. He's actually linking up with Evra in the squad, Nicolas Anelka. If you don't know about Anelka basically is a nigga. Like he's just a nigga. That's what he is. He's just a nigga. That's all.
I'm personally not a fan, but you know. My forward threes will be Anthony Yeboah, because if you ever watch him play, you would understand the meaning of full power, Charlie. That's exactly how he played. My other forward is Antoine Griezmann, because 1, blackface, and 2, this nigga really thinks he's black. Like he really be hanging out, dancing on Instagram with these niggas and shit. And blackface.
The funniest thing about Griezmann is like when you see Griezmann link with the France squad, he's never with the white boy. He's always
never.
He's with every nigga except for his own. Like, what are you doing?
It's incredible. It's incredible. And finally, I got El Hadji Diouf because that man holds a grudge like an African dictator. Like
legend. He hates Steven Gerrard to this day.
To this day.
I thought my agendas were strong. Now this guy hates Gerrard. He thinks Gerrard is like Tom Cleverley, like but whacker. Like he just thinks he thinks he's shit. And it's just like, bro, why do you hate this man?
It's on site between those two, man. On site, like you know, he's gonna tell Gerrard like, you can't do me like you did that DJ, bro. I'm gonna fuck you up, nigga. Like,
who's your coach? Who's your coach?
You got coach? Oh, okay, my coach.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, and keep in mind, all these crackers that I named are not invited to the barbecue because there's no fucking barbecue.
We don't have barbecues around here. We're not black.
Yeah, we're not doing that shit.
But we respect our grandparents.
I'm gonna go with Arsene Wenger as my coach because I mean, come on.
Naturally.
I mean, come on. I shouldn't have to explain this. If you're watching this, you should know.
I think my coach, I'm gonna go with Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Mostly because he's a meme now and just one of the greatest memes of all time. If you just look up, just literally Google image search Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, you probably have like dozens of memes.
Bro, niggas can't spell Hasselbank. Like, what are you doing, man? Come on, man.
Just Google Jimmy Floyd HA and then the rest will kind of fill out itself.
Not if you're on Bing. That shit ain't coming up on Bing. Make sure you're on Google, niggas.
Maybe try Ask G's. That might work.
That's still alive?
Yeah. Maybe Lycos, nigga. Try Lycos.
Incredible, man. I miss the old internet, the days before we were, DMing each other on Twitter.
Yeah.
Where am I going with this? I don't know. Get me out of here,
happy Black History Month. We might do some more Black History content for you. But also remember, the most important thing about our Black History exercise is this. There's no goddamn barbecue. It doesn't exist. And if you invite anybody to a barbecue, I hope that your hand falls off. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching our episode. You guys are great. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy your Black History Month. And if you see a black person that that scares you, try to say hi. I might punch you in the face, but say hi.